Hi, my name is Michał Borkowski. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Brainly. And today I would like to tell you more about us. So the idea for Brainly comes from an offline student's behavior. So I bet that you remember that time during your high school when there was that super tough homework question that only a few people knew how to solve, or there was that pop quiz coming during the next lesson and somebody forgot something. What students do is that they self-organize into groups. So there is somebody who knows the answer and is able to explain to the rest. There is somebody who asks a question, and then there is a group of other students who gather around that knowledge exchange to just acquire that last-minute knowledge. And what we figure out is that, in fact, this behavior is very rewarding for students. It's super engaging, and very often it's better than asking parents or teachers for help. And then what we've noticed is that this is a global phenomenon. So students do that in every country around the world, no matter if that's a high-profile top school or a school that is struggling with results. Students keep helping each other. And that's why we decided to move this behavior online. So we created an online learning community for students, where they can come to ask any educational-related question, and they help each other. And what we do as a business on top of this knowledge exchange is that we add expert supervision. So we have experts answering the most difficult and the most popular questions. We verify answers provided by students, by our teachers, to make sure that this help brings educational value. And from global picture perspective, we are #1 education destination in a bunch of markets like Indonesia, India, Russia, Brazil. In the US, we reach about 20% of all students every month, so they are using our product actively. And we are in top 100 websites in the world when it comes to traffic. But the point of this slide is really to show that we managed to generate that global growth, and we have 150 million monthly users using our product with a centralized operation. So we don't have to go to local markets. We don't have to build teams there to generate traction. It's product-driven and centralized operation-driven. From growth perspective, we managed to build this playbook, how we enter new markets. So whenever we enter a new market, there is a set of actions that we do. So we understand how to bring market from 0% market penetration to 80% market penetration, as we have in Russia and Indonesia. The growth is working really well and puts us in a pretty unique position among other consumer educational players. So here are two examples of two businesses that are very similar to us. On one hand, there's Czech, who provides homework help for college-level students, and this really represents our strategy. So over the last few years, we focused on growing our user base, making sure that we are the destination for students to come to get help. And all of this is done with literally no marketing spend. So we managed to figure out this zero customer acquisition cost network effect, where every question, when it receives an answer, we put it into our knowledge base. The bigger the knowledge base gets, more people are coming. That means more students helping each other, and that's the cycle that drives our growth. And then from business model perspective, the reason for us to focus on getting students to use our product is that what we see in the educational market is that majority of companies play that game, customer acquisition cost, lifetime value. And they try to drive the customer acquisition down, increase scale, increase lifetime value of the customer to build their business. And our play is totally different because we own that access to students in the markets. As I mentioned, in many markets, we have 80% of students using us every month. And on top of that access to students, we are building two businesses. So one is our own and operated subscription business that is premium homework help, that is premium content play, and tutoring that is expert help play. And as the second part is that we are offering to other non-competitive educational products, access to our user base. So we are building a recommendation engine that is going to be a lead generation business for students to explore more and learn more about linear equations or any other education-related topic. And yeah, we launched this model in the US that right now consists of about 10% of our usage globally. The growth of revenue and subscriber base, we are really happy about it. But I think the most exciting point is that 90% of our audience is still not monetized, and this is the next opportunity for us. And from long-term perspective, like every day, what we are trying to do is to focus on these 3 metrics that you can see here. So right now we have 150 million monthly users using our product. We clearly want to scale that to every student in the world using us. And given internet penetration, it's about 500 million students. We see the path to monetize about 5% of them becoming our active subscribers. And then global average would be $5 a month. So that really creates this opportunity that is more than $1 billion in revenue, with our current margins being at 80 to 90%. And yeah, we got here thanks to like some external money influx. So we just closed our Series C in July. That round was led by Naspers. In total, we raised about $70 million up to now. So yeah, to sum up, Brainly, 150 million users, growing really fast in the US and India, with huge presence around the world. That growth is driven by our zero customer acquisition cost network effect, and we are building an ad-supported freemium model. Thank you very much.